Have you got a new product that you're thinking about launching and want to find the fastest and easiest route of validating it? In this video, I'm going to show you our design process for creating high-impact MVPs that you can use for validating your product. Hi, I'm Peter from UserActive, where we help software founders create meaningful products that users love. If you find these videos interesting, please like and subscribe, and remember to hit the bell icon to get notified each time we publish a new video. To show you what an MVP or minimum viable product design process looks like, I'm going to talk you through a real-life project we worked on with one of our customers. SaaStock are one of the world's leading SaaS conferences, and they came to us to design a marketplace platform which acts as a matching service for SaaS startups and investors. They had a really cool concept that was a marketplace inspired by elements of LinkedIn for connections, Netflix for filtering content, and Tinder for matching. I preferred this more creative and specific analogy to the kind of thing that other startups tend to say, like, we're the Uber of funding. So let's take a look at the process. We started with customer research. In this phase, you need to identify a problem that you can solve in the marketplace. Some of the usual exercises here are exploring the total addressable market to see the scale of your potential venture, and also customer research to identify whether there is a clear demand in the market and an identifiable buyer persona for your product idea. Our clients have usually already done this work and are coming to us to get the MVP designed. So the next task is to start defining the product, and we recommend running workshops for this. We like to get the relevant stakeholders together on a series of Zoom sessions where we use Miro as a whiteboard and a general idea canvas. We like to set focused exercises for the sessions, which enables us to resolve key issues and to reach solutions faster. In our workshop with SaaStock, we discussed the Venture Match platform and started to add structure, scope, details to their concept. We were able to map out the user journeys, key touch points, and interactions, where we also reviewed feature lists and developed a detailed product spec for the MVP. During these sessions, we shared an open forum to discuss ideas and gain input from different points of view, which really contributed to the outcome. Our next step was low fidelity wireframing, which is always a good place to start when a project is at the early conception stage, when you're at the first step of defining the details of a product concept, and you need to create a rough and simple visual that helps enable people to discuss the best implementation of the idea. We find that the fastest way to achieve this is by sketching and creating low fidelity wireframes using Whimsical. Here are a few of our visuals and some of our early sketches and wireframes for this platform. And as you'll agree, they look fairly primitive, and the reason for this is that we're aiming for the fastest route to MVP definition. This means rapid sessions of prototyping and reviewing in a collaborative process as we iterate towards the best solution. Once we had agreed on the fundamentals for this platform, such as what screens it needs, what the user journeys look like, and a list of features, we moved on to the high fidelity wireframing phase. At this stage, we start fleshing out all of the detail for our designs. So let's take a look at some of the key pages we designed. And as you can see, there is a lot more detail in these designs, and you can start to see that we resolve pretty much all of the design structure, navigation, content, and interactions. We created around 26 screens of wireframes for this platform, and even added linked interactions so that they could be opened in the browser and tested for usability. So this brings us to our last step, where we handed over all of the designs and SaaStock could continue with the journey of validating this project. For this purpose, our interactive wireframes actually served as a sufficient MVP, and SaaStock shared this with customer personas and stakeholders, and were able to get feedback from users who could test the prototype, navigate around, and get a real idea for the concept. Finally, Here are a few words from our client and this is what they had to say about the process.
Working with UserActive helped us solve a lot of problems that were unknown unknowns. We had a lot of prioritization and kind of deep thinking around the kind of features and layouts that are things that on the surface, in our minds were quite clear. But when we came to kind of articulate them, that there was quite a lot of nuance and, depth to those. So UserActive really helped us solve the cohesion of the platform and bringing it all together in a very kind of nicely flowing, logical and effective way.
It's really important to do the validation work when launching a new product. Products succeed by having a market of willing buyers that receive tangible value. One of the most common mistakes experienced SaaS founders make is building a product that has no demand and ultimately fails. MVPs not only help you validate, but they also help you define the most important elements such as functionality and feature set. So if you're launching a new product, be sure not to skip this step. By successfully validating your concept with an MVP, you can be sure to build a product that will attract users and grow.